Good morning and happy Monday. Jackie Broman here from TBA Law. 10 o'clock most Mondays I'll come to you with a short snippet of legal information. And this week I wanted to talk to you about some of the consumer protection laws that are in Australia. Today and next week I'll also talk on this point is about the consumer guarantees. And this is relevant if you run a small business, because if you're selling goods or services, but mainly goods, there are these guarantees which will apply and you cannot exclude these guarantees. So if you're selling goods or services, there are certain guarantees that are built in that you can't exclude. And for small business as well, the consumer laws were actually protected to cover small business against large businesses too. So some of these are also relevant to protect small business as well. And then obviously, you know, just about everyone is a consumer. So anytime you buy a good or a service, there are some guarantees built in. And I'll go through those guarantees, and then if the thing you bought doesn't comply, then when your right to return that good arises. So one of the guarantees that is built in is that whatever you buy is of acceptable quality, right? So you don't want to buy something and have it break immediately. You don't want to buy something that is not of the quality that you expect. And that goes for goods and services. Goods also must be fit for purpose. So if you have, or if it's advertised that a certain product does a certain thing, or you have told the person you're buying it off what you want to use it for, it is then a guarantee that it is implied that the thing you are buying for that purpose will be fit for that purpose. And if it turns out that it's not, and you were sold something that couldn't do what you wanted it to do, then you have a remedy. The goods you buy also have to match a sample, or if you had a model demonstrated to you. So particularly, you know, like party plan situations, or markets where you get to sample something. If you buy off a sample or a demonstration, then it is implied that what you're buying is exactly what you saw or tried. So if you get something different model, or something that doesn't do what the sample did, then again you've got a remedy. And the goods also need to match their description. So if you are buying a blue jumper and you get a different colour, then technically it doesn't match its description. So that can also be something that you can have a remedy for, particularly when you're buying online, because you're buying off a written description. And then if what ends up coming in the post is not what you ordered, then you've got a remedy. Now, what are those remedies? So today we're talking about a right to return. So with the right to return, is built in to either have it repaired or replaced. To have it repaired, it only needs to be a minor fault. So if you buy something, you get it home, the first time you use it, it breaks, you're entitled to take it back and have it fixed at no cost. So again, if you're running a small business, and someone brings something back to you and it's within a reasonable time and it's the first time they use it and they used it correctly, then you're compelled to repair it or replace it. So you can't say, we offer no refunds, we offer no replacements. You must provide the remedy as a business. So that's for a minor failure. A minor failure, you can also have a replacement. So the business can choose whether they want to repair or replace, because the repair obviously might take time. So it might be easier just to give them a new one, so replace it, and then you repair the other one in your own time. instead of having them wait for a repaired item. For major fails or major failures of the product, you actually, as a business, don't get the choice to repair. So you have to replace or refund. So I suppose that's about as deep as I want to go into it today. So these guarantees are built into almost every transaction that we're doing on a day-to-day basis, if it's a consumer item or a small business consumer item, generally under $45,000. So that is inbuilt, and the supplier or the business that you bought it from is compelled to offer a remedy. They can't turn you away. So repair, replacement, or refund. Next week, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into the types of failures and the requirement to offer refunds. So I hope that that's helpful. I mean, almost all of us are nearly on a day-to-day basis entering into some kind of agreement where these guarantees apply. Even just filling up your car with fuel, if you go through those guarantees, you know, it's implied that the fuel you put in your car is of acceptable quality, that it's fit for purpose, that it will do what it does, that it's not off or tainted or anything like that. Obviously, the return issue, you can't take your fuel back, but that's when some other remedies come into place, like compensation, where there's damage to your vehicle. So there are remedies for damages as well. If anyone you know is going through something like that at the moment, please, by all means, tag their name in it. If you have a question, please direct message us through this page. Kelly, I see you've popped up question in there, but there is no question, so I'm not sure that I can see it while I'm actually live. So please direct message us through Facebook or on our TBA Law website page. You do have all of our direct email addresses, so you're quite welcome to email directly. Like I said, tag anyone in this as well if it's relevant for them. All these videos get saved onto our Facebook page under the videos tab, and there's a whole lot of other old videos there as well if you wanted to go back through and have a look at all those topics. So I hope that that's useful. It's probably started you thinking about all the things that you might have put up with that you didn't have to put up with. Or if it's too much of an issue to try and return something, particularly if you buy online. But if it's costly to return it, they actually have to pay that cost. So I hope you have a great week. Happy Monday, and I'll catch you next week.